Hey guys, this is my first post of 2018 and I wanted to make my own state's favorite dal and bati. To make panchmel dal, we need 1/4 cup chana dal, 1/4 cup moong dal, 1/4 cup tur dal, 1/8 cup green moong dal, and 1/8 cup black urad dal. I soak them in 2 cups of water for at least 3 to 4 hours. Then I discard the water and add the dals in a pressure cooker with 4 cups of water and let it cook until the dal is mushy. You can cook this dal in instant pot too, but I have taken the traditional route here. To cook the masala for the dal in a pot, I add 5 tablespoons of ghee, 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida, 2 teaspoon cumin seeds. When they sizzle, add 1 chopped green chili, 7 to 8 cloves or 1/2 tablespoon of minced garlic, and 3/4 of a large onion chopped finely. When onions are sauteed nicely, almost melting into the ghee, we add 1/2 teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/2 teaspoon red chili powder, 3/4 teaspoon garam masala, and 4 teaspoons salt. Mix well until the spices are nicely cooked and then add the mashed dal to it. Thin the dal with 3 cups of water because batis do not go well with very thick dal. Add juice of a 3/4 lemon to it and let it boil for at least 30 minutes to bring out its flavor. Keep stirring from time to time to avoid burning the dal. Lastly, add 1/2 cup finely chopped cilantro, mix it well and keep it aside. To make tadka for dal, we need 3 to 4 tablespoon ghee, 4 to 5 chopped garlic cloves, 2.5 teaspoon red chili powder, and 1/4 teaspoon garam masala. Set this tadka aside for later as we will add it to the dal right before serving. Batis are generally made with coarse whole wheat flour. Since I do not get that here, I powder whole wheat and mix it with regular whole wheat flour to make my own coarse flour. For this, I take 1 cup of whole wheat and powder it in a mixer. I next mix it with 2 3/4 cup of regular whole wheat flour and my coarse flour is ready to be used. To it I add 3/4 teaspoon of salt and 6 to 7 tablespoons of ghee and I start mixing it with my hands. I know the ghee is enough when the dough squeezed between my fingers forms a ball. Now I add little less than 1 cup of warm water in increments to form a firm dough. We do not have to knead it too much, but just enough for it to come together. Meanwhile, my oven is being preheated to 550 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I make 14 balls out of the dough and line them up on a baking tray one by one. I'm not trying to make smooth balls out of it to avoid overhandling the dough. When my batis are ready to go in the oven, I reduce the oven temperature to 350 degree Fahrenheit and slow bake the batis for about 40 minutes. After the first 20 minutes, I flip the batis over for even baking and coloring. After 40 minutes, if needed, I bake the batis at 400 degree Fahrenheit for 5 minutes on each side to get a beautiful golden brown color. You may or may not need this additional step depending upon your oven temperature. To serve the dal and bati, add tadka to the entire dal or to individual serving depending upon your personal preference. In a bowl full of ghee, add the baked batis and let them soak for at least 10 to 15 minutes. This step is very important if you truly want to experience the magic of batis. Do not add few spoons of ghee to the bati and be done with it. Dal bati goes extremely well with churma, mirchi ke tipore, garlic chutney and gatte ki sabzi. Break the bati into pieces, drizzle some ghee on top of it, mix it with dal and enjoy this delicious and hearty meal.